Hi, good evening. It's New Year's Day. It's January 1st, 2020. Hard to believe it's the new year already. Just seems the December holiday went by wicked quick. So we are at the beginning of what I hope will soon one day be a lively, honest community of humans sharing with one another. And I have a few ideas for what this channel can be. And I've received a few requests from viewers, I suppose is the right word. So I've had one request to do an instructional video with how to use Instagram. I'm not an expert by any means, but I will happily share what little bits of knowledge I've been able to acquire over the last year or two. I've had a couple of requests for excerpts, readings, live readings of excerpts of my book, Permission to Land, which that could be a nice introduction. I do have text versions of excerpts on the blog, What's Up Marcy, at whatsupmarcy.com, but hearing the author read it in her own voice might actually be kind of a cool introduction, a little enticement for when the book comes out. What else is on the list here? A tour of my art studio, which is where I've been doing most of these videos from. There's a color wheel that my daughter painted on the ceiling a few years ago, and most of the visual art gets created in this room. What else? I've had some requests for conversations about creativity, the universe, and everything. Well, maybe not that so much, but journaling as personal therapy, as a chronicle of one's own life. I've been keeping journals pretty consistently since the mid-1980s. I think I started in 84, officially in a book by 1985, and I've been keeping them ever since. That was a long ass time ago. We could talk about addiction. I lost my mom to opiate addiction 6 years ago. I can speak to that and what it was like to grow up, with her using and all of that that led eventually to her death, growing up with a mother who was undiagnosed bipolar and having to navigate her mental issues forever, has really created the person that I am now and given me issues to overcome. We can get into that and a lot more another time. We could talk about divorce. We could talk about child custody. I went through it as a kid and I went through it as a grown-up. Neither time was fun by any stretch of the imagination. We could talk about how dating in someone's 40s or at any age is different than dating in your teens or 20s or even your 30s after you've been married and have kids and go back into the dating world. What the hell is that like? I've got some stories. I could keep you busy here for quite a while. We could talk about family and how necessary it is to our connection and survival and growth and tradition and so on, and all of its weird, infuriating, lovable, vital, connective tissue sort of ways. We could talk about friendship and the gravitational and buoyant effects that our friends have on us and will continue to have on us throughout our lives. We could talk about love and commitment, remarriage, marriage, and how to navigate all of the feelings with regard to those things. We could talk about parenting for thousands of hours. We could talk about step-parenting, which is different. And again, I have experience as the stepchild and as the step-parent and uniquely as a step-grandparent. They call me Mimi. It's kind of cute. And we could talk about anything else that you really want to talk about. I'm happy to receive comments in the comment section below this video. You can connect to me via email at marcybrockman@gmail.com. You could connect with me through my blog, whatsupmarcy.com, in the comment section. Send me an email through there. There's also Facebook. There's also Instagram. All those things are interconnected. I've spent most of this Christmas break interconnecting all the social media so you can find one from another. So marcybrockman.com is the website that primarily started as the online art gallery that now has a little blurb about the book that's coming out in hopefully by June, Permission to Land, and has connections to the blog and the YouTube channel and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and it's all interconnected in this mind-boggling web of social connective tissue. Anyway, so I think that's all I have on my list. Let's take a look. That is all that's on this list. So I would love to be able to address things that you're interested in specifically, and have a nice conversation going. Maybe even have a guest speaker or conversation with somebody, interview style, or however you do that sort of thing. But I need help. Otherwise, I'm having a conversation here by myself, and that's really not what I want this to be. I would like to see this grow into something vital and connective and fun and honest and a forum for safe sharing. So write, comment, share, subscribe. You know how that all goes. And I hope you all have a fabulous new year. And I hope you have the ability to see what it is you would like to have for yourself in 2020 and in this next decade, and actually make it happen for yourself. So spend a little quiet time. Spend a little time listening to yourself, thinking into your breath, figuring out what it is that makes you happy, what is a priority to you, what you think you want for yourself and for your family and for your future. And slowly, when the time is right for it to happen, if you listen carefully enough to your inside, to your heart, you'll be able to hear yourself and find what your heart desires and how to actually make it happen. So I'm going to leave you. It's been almost 7 minutes of your time. Thank you very much for spending these 7 minutes with me. And I hope that you have a wonderful night.